it has become clear that we actually need a van. Using old saloon cars isn't really working for us that well. Well, I haven't got a van, have I? It'll be fine. So our search for a new shop van has turned up this lovely little Ford Transit Connect. Now, it's only got 94,000 miles on it. He's had loads of work done on it, but there still seems to be a couple of issues. So this could be a nice little one to do up. Looking at the MOT history, I can see it's just had a relatively new MOT on it. I can see what it's failed for in the past, so you can get an idea of what sort of history it's had. And it's all fairly minor stuff. So there's no bodywork issues there. There's things like wheel bearings and stuff, which he says he's done. So it looks like this could be a good one. So we're off to see the van. We only need a small van. Don't need anything too massive. Just to move like wheels and tyres around, engines, that sort of things. So hopefully this should be a nice little van. Well, I've just had a look at the van and it looks all right, to be honest. There's a couple of things wrong with it, and the biggest problem is the turbo whine is terrible. The gentleman actually lives in a canal boat, would you believe, and used to do odd jobs and stuff using the van as his trade vehicle. He's done a lot of the work himself, and he seems quite enthusiastic, but he doesn't know a huge amount about engines, and the turbo whine is really, really worrying. I mean, it's possibly the worst turbo whine I've heard on a vehicle that still runs. So I'm thinking I'm going to buy it. I'm going to talk him down a little bit because it's not worth quite what he's asking for. And then I've got to try and get it home without the turbo exploding, which could be a bit nerve-wracking. Right, well, we've arrived back at the workshop. It was one hell of a drive. The van was making a horrific turbo noise. We've now got it on the ramp. We're going to see what's causing that horrific noise and see whether I've bought a lemon or not. Right, well, we've got the engine apart and it's quite clear someone's been here before. There's a lot of broken clips, there's hoses off, all sorts of nastiness. It looks like one of the intake hoses has come off for some reason. That's led the turbo into surge. That's led to the nut spinning off the end of the turbo, which has been munched by the impeller. Where it's gone, we do not know. I have not managed to find it yet. Well, I was hoping there wasn't too much more wrong with it, but the alternator's on its way out. One of the injector seals needs to be replaced. The tyres are perished and cracked really badly. There's some really nasty cuts on the inside of the tyres. That needs to be sorted out. The turbo itself is integrated into the exhaust manifold. So a complete unit's about 850 quid. But I'm kind of hoping that we can just take the turbo apart and actually just put a new core into it. So let's see. Right, that's all back together again now. So we've got new injector seals, new alternator, new turbo core, obviously service items, air filter, oil change, coolant flush, all that good stuff. We've even polished up the headlights to stop them looking quite so foggy. So the next stage is take it for a road test. So you'd be glad to know after a quick road test that's all working quite well. There's no turbo noise, obviously, because we've fixed that. It's pulling really well. There's no smoke. There's no rattling. There's no funny smells. The alternator's behaving itself. So next thing is to sort out the wheels and tyres. Now, I want something with a little bit more off-road grip because I'm frequently down sort of farm tracks and things like that. And something that's quite frankly a little bit better looking. Let's be honest about it. No, that's silly. Thank you. Cheers. Just got off the phone to our friends at Tyre. They're sending a set of open country AT tyres to us. They should be just what I need for this particular project. They should look absolutely lovely. They should perform the way I want. I'm just going to hope they fit because I've ordered something that's a little bit bigger than the original ones, obviously, me being me, which means I need to change the offset of the wheels as well. So I'm going to change the wheels to something else, possibly off a Peugeot, but we'll see.
Might pushing that bit off.
Yes. Yes.
The side profile.
It is.
Like postman's hat with an asphalt.
Ow! Yes. And there it is, our little shop van. Looks absolutely brilliant. So I'm quite pleased with that. Let me know what you think.